With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Welcome back, trackside. Once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The Turn 5 Motorsports drivers hit the track again, back in the ARCA car for the second time this season, right here at the last great Coliseum, the world's fastest half mile. That's right, it's Bristol, baby. 120 laps around this half mile. Concrete jungle of a track. Who's going to take the pole position? We'll find out here in just a few moments. But first, how you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, David the Gave bringing you all the calls from trackside. And speaking of that, qualifying drivers already turning in some time lapse. So let's get that over to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see Sheldon Fiddick, top of the speed charts, taking the pole position for the moment. Quick time here tonight, 14:86 for the 41 of Sheldon Fiddick. He's going to look to lead him to the green flag tonight. A lot of drivers still down there in their pits, getting ready to lay down their qualifying times. Looks like at least about 10 more drivers still yet to hit the speed charts. Where will Slick Rick run here in qualifying? Last week's race winner at North Wilkesboro in the touring mod. That's right, you heard it right. Switching up the cars in styles, a week in, a week out last week. Taking the checkered flag in the Wheeling Touring modified machine was Slick Rick, and he's going to go third on the speed charts. Not quite enough pace out of that 14 to take the top spot away. And how about the great run by that 666 of Kevin Santana? And as the music fades in the background, time fading off of the stopwatch, just about 2 minutes remaining here in qualifying, and we've still got about 7 or 8 drivers yet to put in their time lap. Steve Law, how about the 003 of Gutman? He's still down there. JC Outlaw, John Sayre, Kenny Worley yet to put in a time lap in that 11 machine. Tommy D in the 86. He's not put down his time lap either, so look for Tommy D to go pretty quick here tonight. It was one of the quick times there in a happy hour, but for the moment, nobody's got anything for your pole sitter. Sheldon Fiddick at top of the speed charts, quick time here in qualifying, 14:86. And track quiet, only 60 seconds remaining, so I think that's pretty much going to do it. I think that's going to be a wrap on qualifying, so walking away with the provisional pole position. He'll lead the field to the green flag. The 41 of Sheldon Fiddick captures the pole position here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. It's the Beef Jerky Unlimited 60 here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. Don't forget to check down in the description. Head on over to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Get yourself some great beef jerky, always fresh meat. They've got pork, turkey, straight out beef, whatever you want. They've got it for sure. Great flavors, great tasting beef jerky. If you're a beef jerky fanatic, look no further than Beef Jerky Unlimited. And right now, hot off the press, you can get yourself a little bit of a discount right there at the checkout. Go ahead, all capitals. Remember this, all capitals. Turn 5 and you'll get yourself a 15% discount. So don't forget about that. We'll remind you throughout tonight's broadcast. But first, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, then head trackside for the national anthem. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular the boats bursting in out gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And back trackside as drivers make their way to the starting grid. We'll get a little closer to the field. What do you say? Bring you some of the up-close action as drivers get ready to roll. 120 laps scheduled in tonight's official race distance in the Beef Jerky Unlimited 60 right here from the last great Coliseum. And there you can see drivers beginning to file their way onto the starting grid. A lot of great drivers in the field here tonight. Sheldon Fiddick in that Reloptix. Number 41 will bring the field to the green flag here tonight. And it looks like trying to keep our eye down there on pre-race technical inspection. And we've got a handful of drivers working their way still through pre-race technical inspection. So we'll wait for everybody to try to get to their starting spot. And as the bells begin to toll, the field begins to roll. You know the sounds. You know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup in the Beef Jerky Unlimited 60 right here in the Turn 5 Motorsports ARCA cars. Starting inside row number 1, the 41 of Sheldon Fiddick. The 666 of Kevin Santana just to his outside. Starting in row number 2 here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway, the 14 of Slick Rick, followed by the 4 of Timothy Lewis. Rolf and Shane Donnelly right there in row 3. Back in row 4 here tonight, Derek Worley, followed by the 109 of Bender. Jason Rumey and James Schultz round out your top 10. Tommy D and Ken Worley right there in row 6. Row number 7 here tonight belongs to John Sayre and Alton. Steve Law, Gutman, and JC Outlaw round out the 17-car field here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. We're ready to drop the hammer in the green flag here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway for the first time. Let's get ready to roll. Pace car will duck off. Music will fade in the restart zone, and on the gas, green flag flies for the first time here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. Down into turn 1, it's a battle for second and third. The 14 of Slick Rick gonna take it to the bottom, trying to pull a slick move, all pun intended with that one. Rick down there on the bottom of the racetrack trying to make it work. Can't get the grip on the bottom just yet. The 666 now going to duck down there. That's going to leave the 4 of Timothy Lewis with a big run on the high side. How about the move by Lewis? Ruled fan right there in the 60 machine. Not too far off of them. Almost into the outside wall. Oh, and around she goes. The 14 gonna bring the caution out for the first time here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. Caution flag flies, and there you can see Self little spin from last week's race winner in the Touring Mods. Much different machine here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. Still a short track though, and it just steps out on him, steps over that edge just a little bit. So what do you say we go back? Let's check out and see what happened with the 14. We're going to join it a little bit late. The 14's already going to be in his spin. Let's take a look. I believe we do have an onboard camera shot. What do you say we go on board now with that 14? And from inside the car, it didn't look as though there was any contact. We're gonna have to wait later on tonight to try to sort that one out. But meanwhile, we'll jump back to the front of the field with your race leaders. Back behind the car, Sheldon Fiddick going to show the way. He'll lead the first few laps here tonight. Put some bonus points in his back pocket. How about giving your sponsor a good run and a good showing here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway? There you can see the Reloptix.com 41 out front after snatching the pole position. Big time shout out to Reloptix.com as well, coming on board, co-sponsoring this season here with the Turn 5 Motorsports drivers. Another great company out there for all you VR drivers, you VR gamers, really. You don't have to be just on iRacing. You could be any VR system that you're using. If you have prescription lenses and you find it a little uncomfortable to be wearing your corrective lenses while you're gaming, well, look no further than Reloptix.com. Great accessories to just snap right on to whatever you are using, whether it be the Oculus, the Rift. I'm not sure of all the other models, so just because I'm not a VR gamer. But anyway, it's great add-ons and accessories to give you your full potential of gaming. Reloptix.com, great little thing going on over there. And as always, BeefJerky.com also sponsoring this season, sponsoring tonight's race, as well as a handful of drivers in the field. Beef Jerky Unlimited. You can head right over to the website, find a description down there in the link. You can find it over there in the comments as well. 15% discount up for grabs right now. Turn 5 in the discount code box on your way out of checkout. And it's just a courtesy of the great owner out there with BeefJerky.com. Great people to deal with. And I'm on my way to grab some of that because hunting season's coming around the corner, and you got to have a little fuel in the midday without having to run all the way out of the woods. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Pace car lights are off. It will make that left-hand turn, and we'll get back. Green flag racing here tonight. Self-spin bringing out the first caution of the evening on lap number 4. 14 of Slick Rick's going to have a little bit of a step out and a slideways crawl across the track. No harm, no foul. Didn't hit anything, so he's just going to line up tail end of the field right here. 14th as we get ready to hit the Geico restart zone, and on the gas, here we go. Green flag flies. Well, once again, here in the BeefJerky.com, 60 down to the inside. Big run by that 4 of Timothy Lewis. Could he be a sleeper here tonight? Could we see that 4 machine walk away with a race win? Really liking the paint scheme on that thing. Look at that chrome blue. That looks good here at Bristol. I guarantee you that thing looks absolutely amazing under the lights. And almost a battle for the race lead as Fiddick fighting with the car on the inside. Oh, he's going to slide up the track and give up the position. New race leader for the first time here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. The 4 of Timothy Lewis going to capitalize on the mistakes in the ill handling machine for Fiddick. All of a sudden, it's like a snap of the fingers, and that machine is handling pretty horribly down there on the bottom of the racetrack. Big wiggles the past few laps. It looks like he's going to corral the car this time through turn number 3. We'll cross the line. Lap 13 now on the board, and down on the bottom, he's going to spin. Oh, what a save. And he's going to have a trip down pit road. Big moment there for Fittig, and it's going to put him behind the 8 ball now, as he's going to be losing all sorts of time heading down pit road at pit speed. Tough break, and there you can see race leaders now going by. Fittig is going to be listed the first and only driver 1 lap down. We've had 3 drivers fail pre-race inspection. They're going to stay parked in the paddock here tonight. JC Outlaw, John Sayer, and Tommy D all out of tonight's Beef Jerky Unlimited.com 60. So fresh faces showing the way here tonight around Bristol Motor Speedway. The 4 of Timothy Lewis able to grab the top spot and begin to walk away. Kevin Santana and that 666 machine right behind him. But how about the 60? Right here, Rolfan looking to have another solid finish here tonight. Walked away with a podium finish last week in the touring mod at North Wilkesboro for the Wild Wilkesboro 50. Rolfan walking away with the 2nd place finish. Will he make another podium appearance here early this season for the Turn 5 Motorsports drivers? A little bit of a gap back to the 96 of Derek Worley running in 4th, and Bender solidly rounding out your top 5. We're going to jump back through the running order just a little bit. What do you say we go back here, check out some of these close battles? Let's go back here. We've got a Hornet's Nest on our way. Slick Rick looking to work his way back up through the field. Lined up outside. It's a battle of the sodas or pops, soda pop, whatever it is that you call it. The Mountain Dew machine on the high side trying to run it wide, and we've got the 06 Coca-Cola Arca machine down there on the bottom of the racetrack. Shane Donnelly with a little bit of a connection error there, a little bit of blinking action, Magic Man moment, and he's going to stack up the field for just a second, and that's going to allow Steve Law and that Mountain Dew machine to slowly step away. 0.3 of a second difference now created after that little bit of a blink. And we're going to move a little bit further up through the field. How about a battle for the top 5 position here? The 109 Viagra machine of a Bender trying to keep the 87 on the high side. Jason Brumet and Ken Worley down there in that Mopar chromed out machine. Great looking number 11 here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway for Ken Worley. And we're down to less than 100 laps to go. Just like that, 25 in the 24 in the bag. Working lap 25. We do apologize. Dave can math, I promise. Things are going to go by quickly here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. Drivers turning in lap times sub 15 second lap times, lap after lap. These drivers absolutely, as our good friend Noah Gregson would say, putting them up there on the dash. Rumey and Worley going at it right here, right behind a Bender. The Viagra 09 is going to try to keep it up at the top of the racetrack. It's going to stack these 2 drivers up for just a minute. You got to wonder when that dive bomb looking down into the corner is going to come. The 87 of Rumey looks like he's trying to slowly work the car down there, see if it can hold the grip at the bottom of the racetrack, but not quite able to make the pass just yet. Worley still all over him right now. Tell you what, I do believe we've gotten a view off of the backside of the car. Let's go back right here down the right side. Rumey, what a great camera shot looking down the side of these Arca cars right there in the window net. Seeing the driver work in the office. Absolutely gorgeous camera shots here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll bring you some more of them. We do want to say a big thank you to all the drivers and teams allowing us to put these great live action camera shots out there on their cars tonight. Big shout out to each and every one of them. Timothy Lewis, big shout out to this 4 though. Let's go back up here. Smooth sailing at the front of the field. He's got nothing to worry about for the time being as the battle rages on for second and third. Rule Fan going to take that spot away, so let's go back here to this battle because that's going to bring that 96 of Derek Worley right in the mix. We've got three drivers shaking it down for the final two spots in the podium, and the 66. You seen Santana up into the outside wall, and he's going to lose 2 positions here. Went from battling to stay in second all the way now back into fourth. It can change that quick. These short tracks, they ain't no joke. They're just as dangerous as plate tracks, in my opinion. A lot can go down in a very short amount of time. Now looking to the inside is that 96 of Worley, looking to eyeball that second position. Big slide off of the corner, and now the 109 of Bender. He's going to capitalize on Santana's mistakes. Bender going to get by Ken Worley, now going to go after that 66 and struggling on the high side, getting freight trained right now. And that's what you got to worry about here at Bristol, is once you get moved up off of the bottom of the racetrack, once you get rooted off of that racing line, that door can stay open for quite a while, and you're just going to be stuck having to deal with it. And right now, indeed, that 666 sliding backwards right now, went from second now to sixth. And he may lose another spot or two by the time he's done falling through the field. Oh, and into the outside wall. Contact in the 87 and the 41. I believe that was the 41. Yes, it was. We're hearing. Oh, my goodness. Big time trouble here for multiple drivers on lap number 38. Big time trouble. What do you say we check the replay? And there you can see the aftermath already underway. Sheldon Fittig caught up in this one. We'll take another look at this. There's the Reloptix 41 machine after being on the pole. Found himself down pit road and now behind the 8-ball, and he's gonna have to overcome quite a... Oh, and a big smack by that 14. Slick Rick's gonna get caught up in this one as well. So race number 4 this season, and 2 of your previous race winners, they're going to be burning that one and only fast repair, and they're going to be hitting the track at the tail end of the field once again. Hard contact there for multiple drivers. We'll jump back up to the front because one driver, he decided to stay out. Check him out right there, weaving in and out of that pace car. That's the 003 of Gutman. Still trying to get some sponsorship on that 003 machine for the time being. Looks like Fittig may try to possibly stay out, but there you go. Gutman going to keep him trapped 1 lap down. And how about that? He's going to okey doke him. And Fittig going to have no choice but to stay 1 lap down. Timothy Lewis will rotate back to your race lead. So just like that, another 2 lead changes here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. But while we've got a chance, while we've got a moment, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break and pay some of our final few bills here tonight. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And we'll come back trackside just as the pace car ducks off into the restart zone, and on the gas, green flag flies. Once again, here at Bristol Motor Speedway, we'll take a second to let the timing and scoring catch up to us. There you can see Timothy Lewis, that old man of mayhem, chromed out number 4. Walking away from the field, closest competitor, Derek Worley back in second. Bender parlaying this run early to a top 5 spot. The 11 of Ken Worley looking to the outside, trying to get that position back, but digging on the bottom of the racetrack. We've seen that be a little bit, hair-raising, white knuckle down there on the bottom of the racetrack and into the outside wall again, scraping the right side of that 666 machine is Kevin Santana. He's going to be best friends with the outside wall by the time this run is done here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway, a third of the way through tonight's Beef Jerky Unlimited 60. That's right, 60 miles around this half-mile track, 120 laps, the official race distance. And we've got some movers here tonight. How about this 6 machine? Steve Law up 9 positions from where he qualified, all the way back from almost tail end of the field. And there it is, broadcaster cursor. We're going to go ahead and try not to talk about Law too much here, but the Mountain Dew machine was running well, up 9 position. He's going to lose a little bit after contact with the outside wall. The Coca-Cola machine going to get right back by him, so Shane Donnelly going to take the 8 spot away. Rule Fan down to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to take a position away as well. So just like that, that is just how quick it can happen here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Now trying to get on the gas and gain a few of those positions back is that 6 Mountain Dew machine of Steve Law. Meanwhile, up at the front of the field, battle still raging on for 4th and 5th. The 109 Viagra machine of Bender looking to keep up a good run here tonight inside of the top 5, up 4 positions from where he qualified. Biggest mover of the night, no, right in front of him. That's Ken Worley in that Mopar machine. Then you can see the 11 sitting in the 3rd position, started outside your top 10. Now with a great run, he's going to look to move a little further up through the field. 2 positions is all he needs to capture his first checkered flag of the season. And he's hot on the trail of that 96 of Derek Worley. Worley with a good solid run so far here tonight. And we got Mopar Power at the front battling it out. It's Twinsies at the front. I tell you what, let's go off of the rear right here. Take a look. Back off of that 96 of Derek Worley. Looking back at Ken Worley. There you can see 2 great runs for these 2 great drivers here tonight. Back in the background, 3 more cars lined up. That's Bender, Santana, and Slick Rick slowly starting to reel in the guys at the front, trying to take some positions back from where he qualified here tonight. Slick Rick still down 3 spots, trying to gain his way back into a podium position. But how about Sheldon Fittick? Big rough night here tonight for the Reloptix number 41. Caught up and involved in an early incident here tonight. Had to burn that fast fix, and now he is deep in the pack trying to work his way back through, trying to get himself back onto the lead lap at that. Listed 1 lap down in the lucky dog position. He's just got to hope he's not caught up in the next one, as he's going to look down to the inside now on that 003. That will be a pass for track position, but not for an overall position. Still a long night ahead of Fittick as we've hit the halfway point. Let's run back to the front and begin our mid-race report, our driver highlights and spotlights here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway and the Beef Jerky Unlimited.com. 60 leading the race, taking that spot away not very long ago. And I say that, but it was back about 20 to 30 laps ago. So Timothy Lewis with the lead in hand. He's looking to try to get to victory lane here for the first time tonight. Lewis up 3 positions from where he qualified tonight in the Old Men of Mayhem number 4. Then back to the pair of Mopar teammates. Derek Worley in the 96. He's up 5 spots from where he qualified, sitting in the 2nd position and hot on his trail right on that rear deck lid. There you can see the 11 Mopar machine of Ken Worley. Great run here tonight for Ken. He's up 9 spots, battling for a second for the time being. Bender in the 109 Viagra. Archimenard's machine looking to keep up a good run here tonight. Inside the top 5, up 4 positions from where he qualified. He sits in 4th, and Kevin Santana going to round out your top 5, and we're going to have to take that back because he's got some drivers moving in. Slick Rick looking to take that spot away, and he's going to do so. So they're actually going to switch and swap that position back and forth for a moment. So we're going to stay right here with this battle for the final spot inside the top 5. 17 drivers showed up to the track here tonight. And we've got 15. I apologize. No, we've got 14 out there on the track. The 61 of Alton has had some issues and is listed out of tonight's race. JC Outlaw and John Sayre also failing pre-race inspection, so the 388 and the 369 not out there on the track here tonight. Tommy D able to finally get that Beef Jerky Unlimited Archimenard's machine out there on the track. We'll take a look at this 86. Some engine troubles is what we're hearing from the car chiefs and the crew chief down there on pit road. They were able to finally get the engine fired and get him out there on the track. He's well behind the 8 ball, over 50 plus laps down. It's going to be tough for him to make up any positions, but he's still going to give it his best go at it in that 86 Beef Jerky Unlimited machine. Tommy D listed in the 15th position. Oh, and we got contact. The 109 of Bender's going to have some trouble. He went to the inside wall in a hurry. We stay green flag racing, though. Green flag racing continues here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Big moment there between a handful of drivers, and that's going to put the 109 back down to pit road. And yet, typically, you're going to have to stop at least one time. At least one time for fuel to make it to the end. Everybody in the field came down to pit road back at around lap number 39, so just about a third of the way through the race. Everybody should be able to make it on fuel. Everybody had 2 sets of extra tires in the pits. I would expect that everybody took a set back under caution on lap number 39. So will this be an opportunity? Bender having to come to pit road. He's got fresh tires. He is back out on the track, and he's going to pull it right back down pit road. Big time trouble now for that 109. Big time trouble for the 109 of Bender. He's going to lose a little bit of ground here tonight. The Viagra machine is going to have to stay on pit road, and it looks like, unfortunately, they're going to drop the hood and bring him back behind pit wall. So Bender going to be listed as your next driver off of the racetrack and behind the 8 ball, and more drivers with some trouble out there tonight. Looks like Slick Rick is going to have a little bit of a moment, and he's got some big problems there. Sheldon Fiddick, he's all caught up in damage now too. Big time trouble back here on the track. Tell you what, let's go back. Let's check the Beef Jerky Unlimited replay. Steve Law involved as well. The Mountain Dew number 6 there. You can see the 14 of Slick Rick. He's going to catch up to this 666. Big trouble and a whole big stack up, and that's going to hurt a handful of drivers right there. Big time trouble. Jason Rumey also caught up into this one. Race leaders going by the crab walking a Mountain Dew 06. Or number 6, I apologize. The 06 of Shane Donnelly made his way through this one. A lot to process right here. So I tell you what, let's see if we got another camera. Do we got another vantage point of that one? Do we can okay. All right. We're going to go to the replay right here. And there it is, a little stack up, and that's going to put the 14 into the back of the 666. The 6 comes back up, catches the 14. There's the 65. He's going to catch a little piece of the action as well. James Schultz going to catch A little bit of front end damage out of this one, and then more contact between the 14 and the 66. Big time trouble here tonight. Tempers flaring a little bit after our third caution of the evening flies here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway, and we've got a new race leader at the front. The 06 of Shane Donnelly going to take the top spot away, but the fast four of Timothy Lewis right there behind him. Donnelly rolling the dice. He's not going to come to pit road just yet as we'll cross the line. This time around, lap number 80 will go on the board. Will be 2/3 of the way through tonight's race. And, well, it's short track racing, and things like that could happen. You could see a little bit of a checkup with two drivers almost having contact in trouble, and that led to, well, two drivers having contact and a lot of trouble for a handful of drivers now. The list is going to grow of drivers that are out of tonight's race, being caught up and involved in two early incidents here tonight. Multiple drivers now listed down and out of tonight's race. Kevin Santana, Slick Rick, Bender Alton, as well as JC Outlaw and John Sayer on the list of drivers out of tonight's race here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. And the list is growing of drivers that are all off of the lead lap. The 87 of Jason Rumey also going to be listed off the lead lap, and looks like we will get a wave around here. Sheldon Fittick going to roll the dice and try to stay out. Heavy damage on that Reloptix number 41, but your pole sitter, his hand is almost forced here. He's going to have to stay out and get himself at least a fighting chance, get himself back onto the lead lap, and hope for a quick caution to try to come down and fix a little bit of the damage sustained under our third and latest caution here tonight. Lap 81 on the board. We'll go back. Green flag racing this time around. Green flag will fly on lap number 82. Less than 40 remain. Pace car down, and green flag flies with a stack up on the restart. Four did not get going. That's going to stack up everybody, but look at the run. Oh my gosh. Did you see Timothy Lewis and Derek Worley? They shot out of a cannon off of turn number 2 and went straight to those top 2 positions. Oh my goodness. The top 2 quickly separating themselves from the field, but we got a battle right here. Shane Donnelly on those much older tires. He's going to fall through the field now. Losing a lot of time to those race leaders. He's going to drop all the way back to the 5th position. The 003 of Gutman all over him. How about that 6 Mountain Dew machine of Steve Law? He's listed off of the lead lap. A 1 lap down after contact and trouble. Law needs to find a way to get himself back onto the lead lap. Listed the second driver a 1 lap down. He's gonna find a way to get up and around Rumey, but Rumey almost a complete lap in front of him. Big time trouble now as the 65 of James Schultz. He's gonna look to get himself a little closer to getting himself back on to the lead lap. He's going to take the position away from that 06 of Shane Donnelly, who continues to fall through the field. Big trouble here with the strategy. Time is ticking and running out on the Coca-Cola 06 of Shane Donnelly. Meanwhile, back at the front of the field, really race in hand at this point, because we got the Mopar powered machines tangling with each other again. They are all over each other. Magnet Mopar machines. There you go. That's what we're gonna call them, the magnets here tonight, because they are all over each other. Little bit of breathing room here as we cross the line to begin lap number 90, and it looks like one driver with some trouble out front. I believe We're going to take a look to try to see who that is slow on the bottom of the racetrack, and that's the 87 of Jason Rumey. Rumey, big trouble here. Looks like he's going to try to find a way back down pit road as he's going to fall a second lap down here. And we told you, race fans, this was going to be a quick one. This was going to be a barn burner of a night here tonight at Bristol. After all, just a half-mile track, and drivers are laying down some fast laps, sub 15 seconds at the front of the field still here tonight in the Beef Jerky Unlimited.com 60. Three different race leaders here tonight. 5 lead changes. Most of that occurred under caution. Just 2 passes being made under green flag conditions for the race lead. Timothy Lewis grabbed the top spot away from your pole sitter early here tonight. Sheldon Fittig with some issues had to go to the back of the field after a little bit of a ride and a spin. It rolled down pit road at pace speed. That put Fittig behind the 8 ball off of the lead lap. He's fought his way back onto the lead lap, was caught up and involved in some more trouble, but still sitting pretty decent here tonight. Fittig listed in that 6th position, back onto the lead lap, but just about a 1 lap down. Once again, the field beginning to close in on Fittig. This is your closest battle on track, so we're going to stay right here with the action because Rolthan slowly reeling these guys in. There you can see that 60 machine, and he's got company behind him. 86 of Tommy D still trying to gain a handful of positions if he can. He's moved up now to 14th position, and still a little bit of a rough go coming out of the pits. Over 54 laps down, Tommy D giving it his all, trying to scratch, fight, and claw his way up through the running order. It's going to be hard-pressed for him to gain any more positions here tonight, but we'll have to wait until the checkered flag flies to see where Tommy D's able to cycle his way through this field. And again, race leader Timothy Lewis. There you can see the old men of mayhem. Number 4. Showing the way, half a second advantage over Derek Worley. Ken Worley in the 11 right there. Rolthan looking to the bottom of the racetrack. The 60 trying to make it work. Nowhere really to go for the time being. So we're going to take this moment. If you haven't already, race fans, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Let them know you enjoy all the racing action. They're close quarters right there that they're providing here tonight, each and every Tuesday night right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers that thumbs up. Click subscribe. Smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. So while you're here, while you're at it, show these drivers some love and drop that thumbs up. The Reloptix number 41 of Sheldon Fittig slow on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to give up the lead lap. He's going to fall 1 lap down, now be listed as the lucky dog in that 6th position. So only 5 drivers left on the lead lap as we cross the line this time around. 15 to go. Race leader 1.5 seconds out front. It is a battle for the final 2 positions on the podium. The 2nd and 3rd gonna be decided here in these final 15 laps. Can the Mopar duo get the job done, or will Rolthan walk away with a podium for the 2nd week in a row, trying to follow up last week's 2nd place showing with a great podium finish here tonight down on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to go around the back marker. That's the 65 of James Schultz in that Logitech machine. A little bit of a rough go here tonight. Schultz has been involved in some extracurricular activities, none of his doing, but he's going to suffer his way through it here tonight. Great perseverance out of that 65. Don't forget, while you're here, check out down in the description, find your way, find yourself right to that link to beefjerkyunlimited.com. That's right, that's beefjerkyunlimited.com, www.beefjerkyunlimited.com. At the checkout, turn 5, all caps. You can find it right there in the chat. You can find it right there in the description. Oh, and contact, and around goes Stan. Contact. Fan with issues now. Contact, and that's going to put him behind the 8 ball. The 86 of Tommy D coming together with the 60 of Rule Than, and that is going to more than likely put it in to the podium opportunities here tonight for that 60 machine. He's going to fall back into the clutches of a few drivers that are off of the lead lap. A tough break here for Than. Contact with the outside wall, though. Derek Worley, contact with the outside wall. Than may have a way back to him. But as we were saying, turn 5, all caps on checkout, and you'll receive yourself a 15% discount over there at beefjerkyunlimited.com. Great flavors, great products, absolutely phenomenal. If you don't believe me, go check them out for yourself. You can even find yourself some crispy or thin jerky chips. That's right. Wrap your head around that, jerky chips. Unbelievable. 5 to go. Race leader, front of the field, leading by 1.8 seconds down the backstretch. We'll have 4 to go this time around. The 4 of Timothy Lewis looking to capitalize on everybody else's troubles, everybody else's woes, and Lewis walking away with this one right now. Ken Worley sitting back in the second spot. Derek Worley going to round out your top 3, your podium positions here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. But Rule Than, he's not going away. Than is right there, and he is not going away. Sheldon Fiddick going to head down to pit road with 3 to go. We'll see popsicle sticks on display this time around for your race leader. So this time by just 2 to go here tonight. The Beef Jerky Unlimited 60 back with your race leader. Not so much smooth sailing. Gotta get by this one back marker. And there you go, the Logitech number 65 going to move up the racetrack. James Schultz going to give the inside lane to your race leader, and white flag flies. Final lap here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. Dominating performance here in the second half of the race for your race leader. Timothy Lewis going to lead him off on turn 3 for the final time. Back across the stripe, and checkered flag flies. Race winner here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway, capturing the checkered flag for the first time this season. The 4 of Timothy Lewis gets the job done, and he'll park that machine right there into pit road. Check out how nice and clean that number 4 machine is looking, and he's going to give the fans in the stands a little bit of what they asked for here tonight, and that's a smoke show as he celebrates tonight's win of the BeefJerkyUnlimited.com 60. As he continues his post-race celebration, we're going to step away and get things ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. And back trackside for your post-race interviews here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. A little look at Colossus in the middle of this beautiful racetrack here at Bristol Motor Speedway. But let's not waste any more time. What do you say we get a little closer to your third place finisher here tonight, walking away with the final spot on tonight's podium? That is the number 96 of Derek Worley. So what do you say we try to catch in a few words with the man that finished third here tonight? Derek, it's Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after a fine run and a great podium here tonight from what can be a tricky little short track?
So I think my hands are still shaking. I don't think I blinked for about 45 minutes. It's just constant action, just this half-mile turn after turn after turn. It's just it's a good feeling to be up here after last week. It was incredible running with Rule, incredible competitor.
Yeah, a really close action there between yourself, Rulthan, as well as Ken Worley. You guys were going at it there for lap after lap for quite some time coming to the end of tonight's race. So with a great finish here tonight, looking forward to next week's race. We're going to be switching things up quite a bit. We're getting away from asphalt, I do believe, altogether. We're going to be jumping in the Pro 4 truck. How are you feeling about heading to Bark River?
So I'm just hoping that I stay on the tires more than I stay on the lid. I know this is going to be exciting. A lot of these guys, first time race, myself included, going into those trucks. So definitely looking forward to the challenge. But this is actually my first race on Bristol. So hopefully I can get a repeat effort of a first time look.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we wish you the best on that one as well. And if you were able to walk away with the podium your first time here at Bristol, I think you may be able to have something up your sleeves there when we hit the turns and jumps next Tuesday night. But before we let you go, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Oh, absolutely. Reloptix, Turn 5, Turn 3, Beef Jerky Unlimited for putting this series on. Definitely an awesome time to be here. Thank my family. I got to thank my dad. He painted this sweet looking machine out here. So I think maybe that first time paint job on this, but it's always good to have him out here with me, just a voice in my ear. We always talk strategy. So it's thank all those people for watching, and I just want to say thanks to all the other competitors. Everybody out here did a really good job after last week. We talked about it and wanted to make sure we kept it clean. So just thanks to everybody else in the field. It was an incredible race.
All right. Well, Derek, again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight, and we'll try to catch up with you next week at Bark River.
Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words for the man that walked away third here tonight. He's going to round out the podium inside of that Mopar Reloptix machine. That's right. That's the 96 of Derek Worley. And that's going to move us right on through the running order. We're going to go check in like father, like son. But this time, we're going to talk to the father himself. Walking away in second here tonight inside of that Mopar number 11, Ken. It's Dave. You got a copy?
Got you, Dave.
Hey, man. How you doing? How you feeling after a great finish? Walking away second here tonight, but beating Derek at the same time.
Oh yeah, it was rough. I tell you, I'm wore out. That was a grueling race. It's I don't know. You get around there quick, and it just wears you out.
Yeah, a little bit of I sometimes refer to Bristol as a blender. Once you get it started on high speed and you hit that puree button, man, there is action everywhere. You've got to worry about the outside walls, the other drivers around you. You got to worry about lap cars coming into the mix. So a lot of different things here to digest and work your way through here from Bristol. But another thing, how were you able to pick up 10 positions throughout tonight's race? You qualified outside of the top 10, but you were able to run all the way to second.
Yeah, it was pretty quick in practice, but come qualifying, I touched the wall 2 times and didn't get a lap in, so I had to start the rear of the field and just pick my way through there.
And that'll do it, won't it, right there? That for some reason, officials don't like when you scrape the wall. I just don't understand it. I think they got
Sure
paint
don't.
bills. I'm not sure. Well, kid, a great finish for you here tonight inside of that Mopar machine. You're going to be jumping into a truck next week, or we think you're jumping into the truck next week at Bark River, but we're also going to have a rally course after that at Atlanta. So out of those two races, which one may we see you back on the podium?
I'm hoping in that rally race. I've always liked those things.
All right, all right. So not a fan of those trucks, the Pro 4 trucks.
They're not bad either. Just don't race them as much as I do the other ones.
I hear you. I hear you. Good answer and a great way to stay unbiased right there. So we'll give you a tip of the cap on that one, my man. Again, congratulations on a great podium finish here tonight. Able to fight your way all the way to second. Before we let you go and enjoy this one, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at your shop?
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks to Turn 5 Motorsports for putting this all together. Beef Jerky Unlimited, Reloptix, which I can attest. I just got my pair 2 weeks ago, and those things are wonderful. All service members, past, present, and future, and the fans watching this, and of course the broadcasters.
All right. Well, Ken, again, congratulations on a great finish. I know all the sponsors and fellow competitors appreciate the kind words. We here at Turn 3 appreciate the kind words as well. And we'll see how you go over these next 2 weeks, and we'll see if we can't catch up with you again. But until then, my man, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thanks again.
All right, there you go. Final few parting words for the man walking away in second. As we said, father and son duo on the podium here tonight. I believe that's going to be the first time in my history I've had father-son in the podium positions like that. So another cool little box we can check off here. And walking away second in the Mopar number 11, Ken Worley going to finish out the run here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway in second, and that's going to put us right down next to your race winner. We're going to see if we can't pull him up here and have a few words with the man walking away with his first checkered flag of the season right here at the Last Great Coliseum. Timothy, it's Dave. You got a copy?
Sir.
Hey, man. Great finish, great run. You were able to shoot out of a cannon there and take the top spot early in tonight's race, and then on that late race restart, it looked like you had a little trouble getting through the gears, but once you got it wound up, you just shot out of a cannon and away you walked.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Shane was on the inside there. He stayed out on old tires. I don't know if he spun his tires. We touched just a little bit, and I had to get out of the gas. And so I'm still sitting in my car. I went back and looked at that replay. But if I spun, got into him, I apologize to him. But then I had to check up, and I thought, man, if I can, I can't believe he let me have that outside still. He stayed on the bottom and got it built up and took off from there. It felt good. I hadn't won for a while. I think this is the first broadcast race I've ever won. So.
Well, we're glad if it is there, Tim. We're glad we got to do it, man. We love being able to talk to drivers for their first broadcast at wins, and you got that Old Men of Mayhem sponsorship across that. Tell us a little bit about that.
I used to. I had a car. I liked Sons of Anarchy, the show, so it had Men of Mayhem on it, and then I found this, the league that I'm in, the over 40 league, and I thought, well, I'll just change that to Old Men of Mayhem. So I'm 58, looking at 59 here in a couple months. So I'm old. This was rough on me. It'd been a lot better if it'd been 100 laps.
I hear you. A lot less stressful for you, but if it's any consolation, you may be a little bit older, but you're putting a whipping on some of these youngsters here tonight at an old school track with an old school racing style. So maybe it all came together for you, Timothy. But want to get your thoughts real quick as we move through the season. We're going to head into the Pro 4 stadium trucks next week, and then into some rally machines coming from yourself. Out of those two, which, if you had to give up one, which one?
I'll probably have to buy content to do either one of them, but probably will go ahead and try to run all the races I can in the season. Neither one of those I'm very good at. My wheelhouse is the pavement ovals and a little bit of dirt sometimes, but enjoy that. So I don't know. I'm going to have to do some practicing.
All right. We hear you there. Well, Timothy, again, congratulations on your first checkered flag of the season. We hope it's the first of many more to come. But before we let you go, celebrate the night away and enjoy this win here tonight from Bristol. Would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Oh, yeah. I appreciate my wife, Janie, for always letting me do my sim racing, my hobby. Really enjoy it. Thank you, too, for Turn 5. Thank you, Tommy D and Beef Jerky Unlimited and Reloptix for their sponsorship. Thank you, Turn 3 Broadcasting. I guess that about does it.
All right. Well,
Had a heck of a time tonight.
Absolutely. It was a heck of a time watching you out there on the track. Super fast here tonight. We're going to hope that we can catch up with you again a little bit later on throughout the season. And hopefully you continue putting some whippings on these youngsters out there for all of us older gentlemen involved here in racing. But again, Timothy, congratulations. And we'll hope to talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from the 4 of Timothy Lewis. He's going to walk away with his first checkered flag of the season and his first broadcasted win as well. So how about that? We've got some history here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. Timothy Lewis walks away in victory lane. And what a night, what a run here tonight for multiple drivers as we shift gears and get ready to roll up the cords, cut off the lights, and get ready to go into next week's race. As you heard already, Bark River, that's right. We're going to have some Pro 4 stadium truck action coming at you next Tuesday night, then off to the rally course at Atlanta for these drivers. Multiple different cars, multiple different tracks. They get the job done each and every time we hit the track, and I can't wait to see what they have in store next week. But first, producers hitting those buttons in the background so you know the sounds. You know, it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results right here in the BeefJerkyUnlimited.com 60, taking the checkered flag in victory lane, the 4 of Timothy Lewis. Ken Worley going to be the first of the father-son duo Mopart Machine to get to second place. Derek Worley right there in third in that 96 machine, rounding out the podium spots. The 60 of Rolfan close at the end, but trouble. Got to keep Than from repeating a podium finish. We'll see if he can't rebound next week. The 003 of Gutman right there in fifth. Steve Law back in sixth. Seventh to Jason Rumey. James Schultz, Sheldon Fittig, and Shane Donnelly round out your top 10 here tonight from the last great Coliseum Bristol Motor Speedway, followed by the 666 of Kevin Santana. Last week's race winner, Slick Rick, going to come home in 12th with Bender right behind him in 13th, 14th tonight to Tommy D. Alton back in 15th, John Sayer and JC Outlaw will round out the field here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. A big time shout out to each and every one of the drivers out there turning in time lapse here tonight. A lot of crazy, great racing action. Before you go, don't forget about clicking that link down in the description. You can find it right there. It's right there. Right there. Head on over to BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Pick yourself up some beef jerky now. Get it while it's hot. 15% discount code. It's Turn 5, all caps, Turn 5, all caps on the checkout. Get yourself 15% discount on the checkout. Big shout out also to Reloptix.com. And we're going to cut off the lights, roll up the cords, and get ready to head off to Bark River. So, with all that being said, show these drivers some love and appreciation as always. Drop that thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell on the right hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. From everybody back here in the booth, until next time, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and we'll meet you in Turn 3.